Hey everyone, it's Kai from Cool Collectibles back again for another review. This time it's the Transformers Masterpiece MP-56 Plus Riggorus. So this is the third in the Trailbreaker and Hoist series of figures, with this one being a little bit unique, being a bit of a mix between the two, but we'll get onto that a little bit later. Just quickly going through the box and accessories. If you collect the series, you'll be more than familiar with the box style here. So you get the nice box art there and some pics of the character there. And regarding the character, I don't know if they've just made up this particular character to cater for the Diaclone repaint. This is based off of the original Trailbreaker mold and yellow repaint that was in the Diaclone series. I think there is one more being the bluish color. I'm not sure what they're going to call that one, or if they've already named it. But for Riggorus, it's the first time I've ever heard that, and I looked it up on the TF Wiki, and it looks like, according to the front box here, which is accurate, it's the Decepticon Combat Surgeon, and apparently he doesn't like the fact that he looks like Trailbreaker and wants to find and destroy Trailbreaker. I'm not sure if they just made that up when they released or announced this particular figure, but at least they've got a character bio for it. Accessory wise, it comes with this force field connecting piece, which I think you just hook in somehow on his chest. I never use those things, so I'll just put that aside. It also comes with the collector card, which doesn't look too bad. The artwork there looks pretty decent. Unfortunately, it comes with a sticker sheet and not tamped on decals. For example, I think Artfire, the Inferno and Grapple repaint had everything pretty much tamped on. So unfortunately they've gone the cheap route, I think, much like MP-56 and included stickers. But I'm not going to use the stickers, so it'll go without. Also comes with these connecting pieces that are actually very nicely chromed. So these two identical pieces, I think, swap out for the hands. So you can shoot these from his hands. And then these two pieces attached to some shoulder cannons, which are a bit of the part of the unique feature for this particular figure that blends Trailbreaker and Hoist. So now that I'm done with all of that, I'll give you guys a close-up look at the car mode. Hold on. Alright, so here is the car mode up close, and it is very, very nice. It does take the same very similar shape to Trailbreaker, but surprisingly is really 90% probably the same as the Hoist transformation design. So if you've watched my previous videos or others on Trailbreaker and Hoist, you'll know that the transformation is actually very, very different. But for this one, they've blended the two. Part of the key difference is the back of Hoist obviously has all of this much open space with the arms and so on crammed inside, and the legs back here. But here they've essentially retooled it to be more aligned with this big sort of filled in cavity and back cabin area for Trailbreaker, but essentially use the Hoist transformation design, which I think is a bit of engineering genius from the Takara engineers. Now, the couple of cannon pieces that I was talking about before, you can probably just make them out through the window here. So part of the unique transformation is this back bit here, where it is different to Hoist, and you do need to fold those out so that he has essentially the three weapons sticking up over his head and shoulders, similar to Trailbreaker, with the rest of his body being much more the same as Hoist. For this one, there's no swap out piece for the cartoon style, which I guess is understandable, being a full Diaclone homage. I think the doors do open, and I can't quite remember exactly where I need to pull on that. So that might actually I can't actually remember how that opens. But I'll look that up later on and take some photos before I break something. But I think the windscreen, the hood here probably does open up and so on. But I will display mine in this car mode because I do have all of my repaints, Diaclone repaints in car mode, and the originals in their bot modes. But I will transform him and give you guys a closer look at the bot mode as well. Hold on. Alright, so here he is in bot mode, and overall he looks pretty good, if not rather plain for a Diaclone repaint. I do notice that the stickers do add quite a bit of detail. For example, along his arm panel here, the shoulders, even the feet and so on, the front panel here. So it is a shame that they cheapened out and didn't include any tamped on decals. It does sort of look a little bit plain with a lot of this yellow plastic. There is paint application, but pretty minor overall. So this is all sort of red plastic, but this is nice sort of metallic silver paint here. This is red paint along here. Not sure why they didn't bother painting these in red. You get similar sort of silver and red on the forearms here. I think the hood here is all painted, but the arms, the arm panels are plastic. Most of this back here looks to be painted, so that's okay. So it's a bit of a mixed bag really. I guess the best thing really is this toy accurate head sculpt, and I do like the fact that they put chrome on the side earpieces there, although this one's got a bit of a weird spur mark, which is unfortunate, but I do like that toy accurate head sculpt. They did a great job there. As I was mentioning before, the unique part of this transformation from both hoist and Trailbreaker are these cannons at the top here and this cannon piece that folds out. The chrome pieces that you attach on are a little bit snug, and they do key in a very specific way. So just have a look at the way that I have it there, and that'll be the way you need to do it so that you can actually fold them back vertically like they do in the photos, or have them facing the front as he's about to fire. So you will need to key them in a certain direction. I think the instructions are a little bit vague, and I ended up having to rotate these pieces like so. So instead of having them sit at the back like that, you need to rotate them around, whereas the promotional photos seem to imply that this piece here is actually facing the other way. So whether or not they reversed it during production by accident or something like that, either way you need to rotate them in that direction. And mine do seem a little bit bent out of position. The plastic is a little bit warped, so your mileage may vary, but just be aware of that. But that's pretty much it for Riggorus in his bot mode. I might just grab Trailbreaker and Hoist just for a quick final comparison. Hold on. So here are the three next to each other, and I think overall Takara have done a pretty fantastic job in capturing the G1 Trailbreaker, G1 Hoist, and the Diaclone repaint. That is a bit of a combination of both of them, with a bit of uniqueness thrown in as well. So overall, the Takara engineers, I think in this particular case, have really done a bit of showing off, I think, in being able to have three car modes that are very, very similar, but three quite unique bot modes. So I think if you are a Masterpiece fan, these are definitely on the must-have list. And from what I've heard, based on I think the MP-60 or MPG announcement, these might be the last G1 sort of season 1, season 2 Diaclone type figures that we get, if they now focus on whatever these Gestolts are, and future sort of Power Master type figures, which really I'm not particularly interested in, to be honest. I was really hoping for them to announce a Mirage, a Jazz, some of the mini bots like Cliff Jumper, oh god, I'm trying to remember their names now, Sea Spray, etc. Some of the ones that the third parties have done, third party companies, but it looks like Takara may be shifting focus. Hopefully they don't, but I guess only time will tell. But until then, this is pretty much it for my masterpiece collection for a while now. So hopefully you like the reviews and can give this one a thumbs up. But hopefully you can subscribe still and stick around for some of the upcoming reviews I have through 1/6 scale and the 1/12 scale figures that I have on pre-order. But until then, thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.